Dips are, again, another upper body pushing exercise. Depends on where you're doing this or what gym you're doing this in. If you're in our gym here, the Muscle Mill, we have the racks that can actually do this with. If you're in other gyms that might have different types of machines, you might just have to do it on a bench. But if you're in with us here, just to show people, I've seen a lot of people actually struggling to put these things onto the rack. What you want to try and do is grab the attachment by the middle bit here. So if you're holding it out like this, it's really awkward to put it in and then put it in. So what you want to do is grab it by the middle bit so that you can hold it steadily with one hand, and you can even let it rest on the other one. Pop it into the rack from the side view, and then make sure your safety goes in. Make sure your safety clip also goes in. Okay. Also, don't put it too high. So you can see I put this just a little bit above my waist height, so that when I can just simply jump up and I'm in the position. I've seen people put this up mad high, and then they're struggling to actually get onto the bull handles. Okay. So, to give you a quick demonstration of what the dip is, we're going to go from here. I'm going to pop up, jump up with my legs to get myself in the starting position, which is up the top with straight arms. Okay? From here, I bend my knees, just get them out of the way. See, I'm already shaking, squeeze my tummy, drop down as deep as I can, and drive it back up. Okay? So you're trying to get your elbows to bend right down. You can see as I drop down, this is opening my chest, so I'm getting a lot of chest work and lots for the back of the arm. If it's too difficult, a lot of people might not be able to do that with their body weight. So, again, we've got loads of these bands in the gym. Just need to go and pop one of these guys on. So green is probably easier because it's a heavier band, it gives you more help. The purple one is a little bit of a lighter band, so it gives you less help. So it's exactly the same setup. Just pop the band on around both handles, put your knee into it, and then it's exactly the same thing. Drop down, and you can see how much easier it is for me to drive up. One thing I would say is just be careful that when your knee is in it, that your band doesn't flick out, because it will flick up and can hit you in the face. So just be careful that those guys are suitable and they're not going to hit yourself in the face. Okay, so again, jump up into the straps, keep your tummy squeezed, keep your glutes squeezed if you can do, drop down, and a big drive back away. One thing you just want to make sure of is that we don't end up like this, with our shoulders up to our ears, pushing this way. Try to keep your chest out, try to keep your back down, and then drive through. So again, one more demonstration. Pop up, get myself into the rack, get myself into the band, shoulders are back and down, squeeze my tummy, drop, and drive. That's what our dips should look like. Don't be a hero. If you can't do it without a band, use a band. If you can't use a purple band, use a green band. And if the green band is still too difficult, go back and do it on the bench. Okay? How do you do it on the bench? You go from the seated position, hands are nice and close to the bum, lift yourself out, and then you're using your legs, you're taking a lot of your body weight here. Shoulder blades back and down, bend the elbows, drop down, and drive it up. It is significantly easier from the bench there. How do you make it harder then? Is just by straightening out your legs to make that a little bit more difficult. That is your